Major new development this morning in the House investigation into the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol. The committee investigating the Capitol attacks is Mark Meadows. President Trump's former chief of staff has agreed to cooperate with the probe. He's now the highest-ranking White House official to cooperate just weeks after failing to show up and answer questions under oath. NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ali Vitali joins us now. Ali, good morning. So we know executive privilege has been a key sticking point in this investigation, with former President Trump instructing his former White House officials to ignore subpoenas. Does it change the picture having such an important member of the administration stepping forward?
It does, at least for now, and at least while the committee sees that Meadows is cooperating. I want to show you what Chairman Benny Thompson said yesterday. He said in a statement that Meadows has been engaging with the Select Committee through his attorney. He has produced records to the committee and will soon appear for an initial deposition. The committee will continue to assess his degree of compliance with our subpoena after the deposition. Thompson later told someone else on our team that for right now, contempt charges are off the table, but we know that this is consistently a moving target. Meadows, if he doesn't comply in the way that the committee needs him to, could be back on the contempt block if they feel that they're not getting what they need.
Ali, the House committee also heard from Brad Raffensberger, the Georgia Secretary of State, a Republican who received that infamous call from former President Trump asking him to find votes. So what do we know about his testimony?
Yeah. Well, we know that yesterday he met with the committee for over 4 hours. He confirmed this and said that the topic of their discussion was including the full record of how stolen election claims damage our democracy, whether in 2016, 2018, or 2020. Especially in regards to 2020, we know the role that Raffensberger played here. The former President Donald Trump calling him, telling him that to find the votes that would effectively change Georgia from Biden's column to Trump's column. Raffensberger, though, now in a very interesting situation locally, using this time to talk with the committee, to give his perspective, but also back home, you got to remember, he is in his own race for politics, up for re-election, up against, in a primary, a pro-Trump challenger who regularly parrots the talking points that we know are false about the 2020 election. So Raffensperger in an interesting position here as he meets with the committee.
And Ali, sticking with your beat on Capitol Hill, funding for the government set to run out this Friday unless a short-term spending bill is passed. Real quickly, where do things stand on those negotiations?
Yeah, we've got no shortage of news for you up here on Capitol Hill. Look, at this point, the government shuts down on Friday at midnight. That is just a few days away. The thing that's clear is both sides agree, Republicans and Democrats don't want this to happen. We expect them to move on a continuing resolution to fund the government. Right now, there's still negotiations on the sticking points of what that continuing resolution goes through. Is it mid-January, late January, even early February? The thing that's important here is Republicans are fine with making this a continuous short-term situation, because by doing that, it allows them to keep the budgets at Trump levels. And if Democrats want to negotiate a longer-term CR, that's their way of putting their policy priorities into a budget measure. So for Republicans right now, they're okay doing these stopgap measures. Right now, the question is just how long the stopgap is going to be.
More to come. Ali Vitali, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.